Now let me prove to you Allah needs sinners to sin and created people to sin and do evil. This comes from Sahih Muslim. Now, in one of my articles, this is the article here. You can click on it. Now, the links, because it's an older article, the links are defunct, meaning it was linking to a site where they changed it. But you can still find these ahadith on sunnah.com. But let me give you the link. Click here. Here it
Sure.
is.
I'm doing that. Just give me a sec. And that's a crazy hadith. I was pretty amazed when I saw this hadith, FYI. Anyhow, let's go for it.
Allah, a very needy deity. This is Narca. Slow down. You'll see right there. Go down, go down, go down. Go down. Right there. Chapter 2. The obliteration of sins with the help of seeking forgiveness from Allah. It's Sahih Muslim, the old numbering, 6620. You can find it on sunnah.com by just putting the keywords. But before you do that, just read those ahadith.
Abu Sumaira reported that when the time of the death of Abu Ayyub Ansari drew near, he said, I used to conceal from you a thing which I heard from Allah Messenger, and I heard Allah Messenger saying, had you not committed sin, Allah would have brought into existence a creation that would have committed sin, and Allah would have forgiven them.
Wow. What would Allah do?
He would remove you if you will not commit sin and create some people who would commit sin.
So that tells you Allah deliberately created people to sin, to do evil and immorality, because he needed sinners to exist, because without sinners he couldn't be merciful. So Allah needs creatures, and like Almor just said, Allah's bound to the Quran. He must do whatever the Quran says will exist and be done. Allah's not even free from his Quran, and he's not free from his creatures. Now read the next hadith.
Abu Ayyub Ansari reported that Allah Messenger said, if you were not to commit sin, Allah would have swept you out of existence and would have replaced you by another people who have committed sin and then asked forgiveness from Allah, and he would grant them pardon.
Now notice how evil and wicked and immoral Allah is. It says, if you didn't commit sin, he'd destroy you and wipe you out. Guys, understand what Muhammad just said. Allah would destroy and wipe out sinless, perfect people. Allah would wipe out, annihilate, obliterate sinless, perfect people who've never sinned. Why? Because Allah needs sinners, must create sinners, because he needs sinners for him to be actually merciful. So if you never sin, he's got to wipe you out. And you tell me that Allah is just? This is a filthy, wicked, immoral God to wipe out perfect people because he needs sinners to actually be merciful.
Crazy
Now read
theology.
the other one, third hadith.
Yeah. Abu Huraira reported Allah Messenger having said, by him in whose hand is my life. So he is swearing on Allah. If you were not to commit sin, Allah would sweep you out of existence and he would replace you by those people who would commit sin and seek forgiveness from Allah, and he
Now
would pardon them.
convince me, this is Sahih Muslim number 6622. Convince me Allah is perfect, perfectly righteous, perfectly just, holy, free of all sin, and does not need creatures after what you just read.
No, I cannot convince you of that. He wants people to commit sin. He wants to show that he is merciful. He is a needy God who wants to show what his property is, which makes him, I don't know, doesn't God. Like, why would he need to do something?
You get it? So everyone got that, right? I just want to make sure you got the problem with Allah.